Hi, good morning. This is Kim, Reads Urantia. Nice to see everybody today. Okay, so it's Saturday and I'm going to read to you from the Urantia book, and I'm putting on my sock. Okay, I'm going to read from the Urantia book first. I'm going to read from Light the Flame by Andrew Harvey, right? Okay, so we have Bayezid Bistami, also known as Abu Yazid Bistami, and he was born in 1804 and died in 874 in Iran. Oops, he was a Persian Sufi. He was one of the expositors of the state of Fana, the notion of dying in mystical union with Allah. Okay. Very interesting. Yeah, Islam gets such a bad. No, I know so many wonderful Muslims, and they have philosophers that were brilliant. You can't yeah, you can't estimate people by whatever, or that whole religion is a good religion, goodness sakes. So anyway, okay, Abu Yazid Bistami, November 27th. Those you give robes of honor are distracted from you by their robes. May I never wish anything from you other than you. Okay, so those that you give robes of honor are distracted from you by their robes. That makes sense, because the more, so if God puts you in a leadership position, then you're not likely to be appreciative of the smaller things, right? That totally makes sense. So may I always be just humble, and I'm not interested in places of honor, the robes of honor of the high offices of the. I'm really not interested in that kind of stuff. I just want to be boots on the ground. I want to help people be their best selves, fulfill their potential, and just try to help the world be better, nicer place. Yeah. And fulfill God's will. That's God's will, though. Okay. Okay. Today we're starting on paper 27, the ministry of the primary Supernaphim. So all of this here, we were doing here, we were talking about the secondary Supernaphim. The secondary Supernaphim were the ones that were helping us through the different levels of heaven towards paradise. It's a secondary Supernaphim. So it's kind of funny that we did the secondary before the primary, but I guess that's okay. It's okay. There's a reason for it. I forgot. There's so much in this book. It's just so huge. Okay, so we're just going to read through the intro, the ministry of the primary Supernaphim. Primary Supernaphim are the supernal servants of the deities on the eternal isle of paradise. Never have they been known to depart from the paths of light and righteousness. The roll calls are complete. From eternity, not one of this magnificent host has been lost. These high Supernaphim are perfect beings, supreme in perfection, but they are not absonite, neither are they absolute. Okay, so that means, okay, being of the essence of perfection, these children of the infinite spirit work interchangeably and at will in all phases of their manifold duties. They do not function extensively outside paradise, though they do participate in the various millennial gatherings and group reunions of the central universe. They also go forth as special messengers of the deities, and in large numbers they ascend to become technical advisors. Okay, and technical advisors, I think we read about prior here. It's reading about all this secondary Supernaphim. Technical advisors. Right. So these are the legal and technical advisors or legal and spiritual minds. Okay, so those are the messenger hosts of. So that's a higher place here than these super. Yeah, you get mixed up. It's like which is higher than the other, you know? Okay, so, but these guys here, they're not absonite or absolute. Okay, so if they're not, then they have to be like, they're not like mortal though. They're not absonite. Okay, absonite, I'm sorry. Absonite level. Levels of reality. Well, then that means that, because absonite means you have a beginning but not an end. So if they're not absonite, oh, because they have, do they have, maybe they have no end, but maybe they don't have a beginning, but they have an end. Do they have, I don't know. It's a level of reality. So absolute level. So they're like, I don't know. Levels of reality. Doesn't have that in there. What's levels of reality? Or reality levels of, is that what it was? I can't do this right now. We'll have to do it later. Anyway, okay, so let's just keep going here. Primary Supernaphim are also placed in command of the seraphic host ministering on worlds isolated because of rebellion. That would be us. When a paradise son is bestowed upon such a world, completes his mission, ascends to the Universal Father, is accepted, and returns as the accredited deliverer of this isolated world, a primary Supernaphim is always designated by the chiefs of assignment to assume command of the ministering spirits on duty in the newly reclaimed sphere. Supernaphim on this special service are periodically rotated. On Urantia, the present chief of Seraphim is the second of this order to be on duty since the times of the bestowal of Christ Michael. So they rotate assignment. Okay. From eternity, the primary Supernaphim have served on the Isle of Light and have gone forth on missions of leadership to the worlds of space. But they have functioned as now classified only since the arrival on paradise of the Havona pilgrims of time. These high angels now minister chiefly in the following 7 orders of service. Okay, so let me look at that again. They have gone forth on missions of leadership to the worlds of space, and they have functioned as now classified only since the arrival on paradise of the Havona pilgrims of time. Okay, so since there came people to paradise, mortals ascended to paradise, they've divided their labors into these service when they did that. These high angels now minister chiefly in the following 7 orders of service. 1, conductors of worship. 2, masters of philosophy. 3, custodians of knowledge. 4, directors of conduct. 5, interpreters of ethics. 6, chiefs of assignment. 7, instigators of rest. Okay, I guess we're going to look at this from the 7th one up, right? Not until the ascending pilgrims actually attain paradise do they come under the direct influence of these Supernaphim, and they pass through a training experience under the direction of these angels in the reverse order of their naming. Okay. They pass through training experience. Okay. That is, you enter upon your paradise career under the tutelage of the instigators of rest, and after successive seasons with the intervening orders, finish this training period with the conductors of worship. Thereupon are you ready to begin the endless career of a finaliter. So this is at some point here, you're on paradise, literally the center of heaven, and you're still training to be this finaliter. They attain paradise residence, so they can be residing on paradise, so they can see God, and then they still have this training experience under the direction of these angels. Okay, well let's have it. Let's do it. Wow. Yeah, this is amazing stuff. Okay, I think I gotta leave it there. So I still don't know what is yeah, if they're not abstinent and they're not I don't think they're finite. They're not absolute, and they're not abstinent. They're not finite. Are they? That would be the only one left. Right? Let me see once. Reality. Levels of reality. Absonite reality. There's 7 levels of absonite reality. There's finite reality. Absonite reality. There's other there are other categorizations of reality. Oh well, okay. Deity reality. Wow. It's more complicated than just that. Well, okay. I'm pretty sure they're not just finite. Right? Okay. All right. Let it go. It's all good. Okay. Thank you very much. It's time for us to go. Busy day ahead. All right. We'll see you later. Thank you. Bye.